My first poem is Thoughts on Retirement, which I did 4 years ago. Retired, perhaps, at least retired from a daily structure, a 9-to-5 grind, being prisoner to a paycheck, never retired from learning, from experiencing, from traveling, from acquiring wisdom, from enjoying nature and animals, from discovering new passions, from writing new poems, from living the life I was meant to live. I've recently embarked on this project because our politics have become so contentious. And I'm so worried, I really am worried about the future of our country. I decided I'm going to write, it started out 10 poems about democracy and democratic values, and it kind of grew to 18. And my hopes are to publish these. I'm going to self-publish because I want to get them out before the election. And I just wrote them to make a difference. I'm not, when I put out the book, there's going to be no ISBN number. I'm not charging for it, but I'm just going to give it to people who, you know, I know would actually be affected by it. So as I've listened to the alarm bells in the daily news cycle, it's reminded me how easily democracy can be plundered if we elect the wrong people. This inspired me to write poems about democracy and democratic values. So I'm going to share 3 of the 18. I won't bore you with the 18 tonight. This first one is R.I.P. Democracy. Somewhere along the line, we, the privileged citizens of arguably the greatest democracy in the world, fell into a deep, disturbing coma. We slipped into the quicksand of ignorance, of false grievances. We entrusted our lives to the corrupt and greedy. We traded reason for ugly bigotry, primal anger. We turned away from love, justice, truth, respect, civility. We forgot the garden could not possibly grow if we stopped watering it with knowledge, care, and the passion of our principles. We failed to acknowledge its fragility, to examine its nuanced intricacies before it spun out of control. True freedom. Freedom from terrorists, bullies, despots. Freedom from oppressive people, ideas, governments. Freedom from gangs, guns, all forms of violence. Freedom from displacement, homelessness, isolation. Freedom from economic disparity, racial inequity, gender limitations. Freedom from ignorance, propaganda, suppression. Freedom from retribution, righteousness, judgment. This is the democracy I embrace. And since truth has been in question, and I'm an ex-journalist, so I always get disturbed when people hear something that's true and they, no, I don't believe that, because they swallow the Kool-Aid. The existential truth. We used to argue about wars, taxes, women's rights, racial justice. We used to debate what is Democrat, what is Republican, what is liberal, what is conservative. Now we can't agree on what is true, even when naked facts smack us in the face. When was the truth ever up for debate? When did people quote conspiracy theories as though conspiracies bred from fear and ignorance are a replacement for the sacredness of the truth? If you repeat a lie long enough, it becomes true. So say the propagandists. Maybe truth is the new patriotism. Maybe truth is the key to existence.